So in this box, there are two guitars from Sire Guitars. Now, Sire is a brand that I have absolutely no personal experience with. I've got friends who own Sire products and really like them, but I personally have never actually tried anything by the brand. But I've wanted to for a very long time because they make real high quality but very affordably priced instruments. So in this box, there are two of their guitars that I'm going to be unboxing in this video and checking out for the first time. So before I open this box, I want to let you guys know this isn't a sponsored video, but I've been speaking to Lee Anderton, the owner of Andertons, and Lee has very kindly arranged for these two guitars to be sent to me for the purpose of putting in some videos. So as well as the unboxing today, there's going to be some full-length videos on both the guitars you see in this box, as well as these guitars just appearing in other videos as well. As always, all the thoughts and opinions in the video are my own. So I'm going to crack the box open. So this is a big dual guitar box from the guys at Andertons. So in here, we're going to find two other boxes with some guitars inside. Here we go. Time to mess up my newly cleaned studio with loads of packing materials. So you may know Sire predominantly as a bass company because probably the point where everyone heard about this brand for the first time is when they teamed up with legendary bassist Marcus Miller to create some really amazing, affordable, but very highly spec'd basses. Now they've expanded into a guitar line which is designed with the one and only Larry Carlton. So in these boxes I have two different guitars which are their slightly more modernized takes on some classic designs. Now, on first glance, I can't really see any kind of discernible markings on the box that tell me exactly which one is which. I know which two I asked them to send me. Okay, there is a sticker on the bottom, so I do know what's in this box. So what I've asked them for is one of their S7 guitars and one of their T7 guitars. So the S7 is their take on the Strat, which is what should be in this box. And this box should be a T7, which is like a more telly style. So let's crack this open and check it out. Like I said, I've got no experience at all with this brand. I only have the opinion of other people to go on, which everyone I know that's tried the brand has told me great things. So I do have some quite high hopes for what these are going to be like. Yeah. So they're well packaged. This is a Strat style guitar with some of their slightly more modernized features. This is the S7 in 3-tone sunbursts. So there it is. So first impressions out the box are very good indeed. I really like the way this looks. I like the 3-color sunburst, and I love the fact that it's paired with a tortoiseshell guard. That is a big favorite color combination of mine. This is a HSS guitar, but the humbucker is actually very cleverly disguised with a black bobbin as well. So from a distance, it kind of looks like a classic 3 single coil Strat style, but when you really get in there, you can actually see there's a humbucker there. I like that they've included a roasted maple neck as well. That's something that is a big favorite of mine in recent years. It's a satin feel on the back, so it's nice on the hand, but the front of it is actually high gloss, which is really nice because it kind of gives you a bit more of that Telecaster-y kind of fretboard feeling, because we obviously usually have the sort of glossed fretboard on a Tele style guitar. Locking tuners, non-locking 2-point tremolo, 5-way switch, and if I remember correctly, this might, aha, there it is. It has a push-push switch on the tone control to split the humbucker into a single coil as well. Now, I personally much prefer a push-push switch, purely because if you imagine you're playing live and you're in the middle of a song, what you don't really want to do is, if you want to go to single coil sound, is stop what you're playing and try and grip the tone control, especially if you've got sweaty hands. You know, it's a bit of a pain sometimes. The push-push is great because you can be playing and you can just hit the tone control and there's your coil split, and then you just hit it again and you're back in humbucker mode. So yeah, first impressions on that, very nice. They've got a slightly carved out neck heel there for a little bit of better neck access. The neck join is a lot thinner than a typical Strat style, but it's actually asymmetric, so this side is thicker than this side, so it actually goes with the natural curvature of the hand a little bit as well, which is nice. The body is obviously Strat style, but there's a slight difference in how it looks. There's actually a slight offsetness to it as well, which is quite cool. So yeah, first impressions of that, are pretty good. It feels nice out the box. The frets feel great. There's no kind of sharp edges, and there's a bit of a roll to the fretboard as well, which I really like, because that kind of gives it a slightly more played-in feel. So that's always a nice touch, because you get that slightly more familiar feel out of the box, which I think is really nice. So that's the S7. And this box, you should have the T7. And as you can imagine, the T obviously makes it a T-style guitar. The T7 that I've chosen is not as vintagey as a typical T-style. They do a T-style guitar that's, you know, the exact thing you'd expect from a Telly. It's the 2 single coils, classic design. What I've asked for is the slightly more modern version of that, which is this guitar that you're about to see. And this is the Telly, but with a few much more modern kind of adornments. And there it is. The T7 in transparent blue flame. This is twin humbucker with a non-locking 2-point tremolo. What have we got here? We've got a 5-way switch again. So I'm guessing in the 2 and 4 positions there's going to be some coil splitting stuff going on. And there's no push-pull or push-push present on the pots, because I'm guessing the switch will take care of all of that for us. This also has the same neck join. It's got that slightly asymmetric neck join. Again, roasted maple neck, glossed fretboard, locking tuners. Very similar spec-wise, I guess, to the Strat style, but obviously encased in the Telly visual. Now, I chose this colour for a reason, because my first proper guitar, which I've mentioned in a few older videos on the channel, was a transparent blue Epiphone Les Paul, and it was very similar to this colour. But over the years, the colours faded into like more of a greeny colour. And when I saw this one in the Andertons line, it really reminded me of my first proper guitar, which I still have, but it doesn't look like this colour anymore. So I saw that, and that kind of brought back a lot of memories. So I thought I would, you know, get another guitar in my hands that had that colour that I spent so many years looking at when I started playing. But yeah, I mean, again, like with the S7, we've got the rolled fretboard edges. The frets are, I mean, I'm going to be honest, they're seamless. That is some of the best out-of-the-box fretwork I've ever seen on a sub £1,000 guitar. That is really well done. I mean, you can tell that these guys have put a lot of thought into how guitar players want guitars to feel, as well as, you know, be affordable, because that rolled fretboard edge just instantly makes it feel like a guitar that you've already played. You know, you can see from this video, I've not even plugged this in yet and played it, but the rolled fretboard edges already give it that, you know, kind of familiar feeling. I feel like I've played this guitar before because it's got that slightly worn-in feel. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much to fault about that. That instantly feels great out of the box. I'm really looking forward to putting these two guitars through their paces. Both of these guitars retail for around about $499 in the UK. They're both under the £500 mark, which is pretty crazy when you consider, you know, the spec, the quality, and just the general entire vibe of them. They really have kind of hit the nail on the head with these, I think, in terms of making great guitars in that price point. These are going to be something that are going to be quite hard for other companies to beat, I think, in that price range. So yeah, there's some links down below where you can check out these things yourself, and I'm also going to be doing some full-length videos on both these guitars as well. You're going to see these crop up in a bunch of other videos on the channel too. So thank you, Lee, and thank you to the guys at Andertons for sending me these over to check out. I'm really excited to put these to the paces. They look absolutely fantastic, and out of the box, they feel great. I actually am a little bit taken aback by just how good they kind of feel out of the box, because usually when you get a guitar in this price range, you can normally find, you know, 1 or 2 things that you may want to change straight away. But to me, this feels like it's pretty much ready to go. And, you know, if you're a new guitar player and you're making your first kind of big investment into an instrument, which is usually about £500, this is going to be a great investment for you to make, because this is a guitar that you could take out and play gigs with. You could use it in the studio. You could play for hours and hours. And it feels like it's going to be very, very dependable. But I'm going to find that out, because I'm going to put these through the paces as well and see what they can do. So yeah, thank you, Lee, and thank you to the Andertons team for hooking me up with these. I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this. You guys can check out the links for these down below in the description. There's some links to the Andertons website where you can see the two guitars and read the full spec list. And also keep a watch out because I'm going to be doing full-length videos on these where we'll really dig into the specs and all of the sounds that these things can do as well. Let me know down below in the comments which one of these two guitars you like the look of the best. They're both classic designs but with a few modern tweaks as well. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. And if you've played any Sire stuff yourself, I'd love to hear your opinions on them as well. While you're doing that, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Keep a watch out for the 2 full-length videos on these, which will be coming very, very soon. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, as always.